Hello, 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 hello. This is you're listening to kechhatapodcast, and today we have
Bro, episode number?
wait. पहिला guest छ भन्नु पर्यो नि पहिला त्यसपछि पो episode
Yes,
number
sir,
भन्छु
sir.
म. So
Okay.
we have a
Sorry,
guest
sorry.
today. We have Manasbi with us in the house. Manasbi, you can say hi now.
Hi, hello.
Good.
Okay.
So sorry to interrupt, right? Sorry. So today's episode is episode number 22, and we will be talking about what got us into education and what next in our lives. So,
And bro, as a young educators, please focus on the word
yes, young educators in Nepal, in Kathmandu, not in Nepal, sorry, in Kathmandu. So, just to give a good background here, Amul is also teaching. Manasbi is a colleague, and also we actually are from the same business school. We actually graduated from the same business school in our undergraduates. So today
all
we'll
three
be
of us.
yeah, cool, no? Very generational graduated guys. No? So we'll be basically talking about our schooling and why did we start this, how did we end into teaching, and the differences early generation by what we perceive is our differences versus when we were being schooled, and what next. So Amul, you can start the conversation.
Yes, bro. Bro, thank you for the executive summary of the podcast. Right. So, and anyways, I think before हाम्रो I think we need to welcome and Manasita हुन्छ नि. I think the question that you asked, like how was the schooling भन्ने कुरा and I think I would like to add a small bit of tweak on that question, if I can say that. Okay, just say, how does schooling affect you on being a teacher? Like, does that? I know that that's the same question as well, but still, teaching when saying how big a schooling played in your life on Isama. So Manasbi, please, if I'm clear enough, I was clear enough for the question.
Also, I think we should ask Manasbi to introduce herself first, because we were just like, "Hi, Manasbi, hi." So yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So hi everyone, I teach economics to grade 11, and I also have my business consulting firm which I'm working right now. I mean, I think that's it.
So sorry, key consulting firm, Manasbi. Sorry, I didn't get you.
Consulting firm, Manasbi Group, we've been operating it since 2018.
Okay, nice.
Basically, I think schooling ko kura garदाखेरि and the teaching career ko kura garदाखेरि there are like चारवटा I think incidents छ के like that prompted me to teach पछि अहिले आएर हैन अनि the first is त्यो बच्चे के मेरो भाइलाई चाहिँ एकचोटि स्कुलमा like they had a very rough harsh punishment के and the punishment was like त्यो बच्चा he was just in I think class UKG कि LKG मा पढ्थ्यो I don't remember that, but he was very small अनि homework कहिले गर्दैन थियो अनि one of his Nepali teacherले चाहिँ she kept her inside toilet for a whole day and nobody knew and my parents also didn't know that bhai kaha cha thaha chaina ke ani that also forget it ani पछि like I didn't know म चाहिँ मामा घरमा त्यसो मलाई त्यो इन्सिडेन्ट थाहा थिएन पछि थाहा भयो के अनि I felt so bad like त्यो like टिचरहरु त झन् स्टुडेन्टको हुन्छ नि एउटा kind of caregiver अलिकति केयरटेकर टाइपको हुनुपर्ने is inside a bathroom त्यो पनि टोयलेटमा एकदम गनोल टोयलेटमा थियो अरे क्या अनि I think त्यो इन्सिडेन्ट अनि त्यसपछि अनि हाम्रो प्रिन्सिपललाई पनि सबले खतरासिङ गर्थ्यो कि बिकज जस्तो स्ट्रिक्ट के मेरो प्राइमेरी स्कुलको अनि मलाई चाहिँ टिचरलाई किन यस्तो लाइक फेरि स्कुलमा कोही कोही टिचर भयो सो फ्रेन्डली कि हामीलाई स्कुल घरसम्म छोडिदिने पनि कोही कोही थियो लाइक त्यस्तो पनि फ्रेन्ड्स के अनि मलाई चाहिँ अब त्यो के भन्छ स्ट्रिक्ट टिचरहरू भन्दा पनि त्यो माया लाग्ने टिचरहरूको त्यो सबले टिचरहरू यस्तो यस्तो भन्दा चाहिँ त्यो माया लाग्ने टिचरहरूको एकदम माया लाग्यो क्या लाइक हुन्छ नि द वान द्याट युज टु केयर अस उनीहरूको पनि लाइक दे ह्याड अ भेरी ब्याड के भन्छ इमेज नि सबैको अगाडि सो आई थिङ्क त्यसले गर्दा होला अनि अर्को चाहिँ म क्लास 4 मा पढ्दा फर 8 months आई वाज लाइक हाम्रो घरमै टिचर हुनुहुन्थ्यो क्या लाइक आई वाज लाइक स्कुल त जान्थेँ बट होम ट्युसन जस्तो थियो होइन अनि के अरे इङ्ग्लिसको ग्रामर एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ क्लास 4 मा पढ्दा सिकाउँदैन रहेछ बट द टिचर उहाँ छुट्टी जाँदा पनि के गर्थ्यो भन्दाखेरि युज टु लाइक asked me to write the spellings like A to Z, like also I don't know the name के हो भनेर, like if I write post and then my second word चाहिँ T बाट 3 start हुनु पर्ने अनि E बाट फेरि long त्यो गएकै गर्थ्यो के, used to go for 3 days 3 दिन भयो भने मैले लेखेकै गर्नु पर्थ्यो के, अनि I think that लेखिदिए एकदमै राम्रो पार्यो अनि त्यसपछि क्लास 5 पछि जाँदाखेरि I didn't have to learn so much त्यो अरू साथी जस्तो धेरै उयो नै गर्नु परेन के, सो त्यो the small basis भन्दै लाइक त्यो कोही टिचरहरूले स्ट्रिक्ट गराएको छ, बट कोही टिचरहरूले चाहिँ हाम्रो एभ्री स्मल डिटेल्सहरूलाई हामीलाई नभनिकन पुस गरिरहेको छ के टु डु बेटर, लाइक मलाई यो कहाँ वर्ड नेभर सेड मी, लाइक कहाँ सिकिन्छ थाहा छैन, मलाई लेखाइ गर्थ्यो, मलाई लेख्दाखेरि यस्तो रिस उठिरहेको हुन्थ्यो, बट लेटर अन भनेर फाउन्ड आउट कि त्यो त लाइक धेरै चिजहरूमा मलाई हेल्प गरिरहेको रहेछ भनेर कि मैले ग्रामर नसिक्नु पर्ने बेलामा मलाई ग्रामर सिकाइसकेको थियो, पछि इट हेल्प मी अ लट के, लाइक मेरो ग्रामर टिचरले सबलाई उठाइरहेको हुन्थ्यो बिकज दे कुड नट राइट इट अन द बोर्ड अर भन्न सक्दैन साथीहरूले. I think I used to be the only one sitting nicely happily के 6 मा गर्दाखेरि because I already had that. So त्यो कोही टिचरहरूले चाहिँ लाइक हुन्छ नि अबाउट द वे गएर त्यो गर्नै नपर्ने बेलामा पनि मलाई बेसिक जस्ट सिम्पल पढाएकै हुन्थ्यो नि, बट लाइक अलिकति पुस गरेर हि प्रम्प्टेड मी टु डु समथिङ एल्स पनि के, लाइक लर्न समथिङ एल्स पनि. आई थिङ्क त्यसले गर्दा पनि इट्स सपोर्ट स्टुडेन्ट, अनि त्यो कुराहरूले गर्दा पनि मलाई यो प्रोफेसन एज अ मन पऱ्यो.
So like just like अलिकति समराइज गर्ने हो भने you felt कि एउटा स्टुडेन्टको एउटा टिचरको इम्प्याक्ट एउटा स्टुडेन्टको लाइफमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि अननोइङली भइरहेको हुन्छ भन्ने कुरामा एउटा इम्प्याक्ट चाहिँ क्रिएट हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा हैन. अलराइट आइस तिमी के छ ब्रदर?
मेरो त इट्स भेरी कुल. सो आई चेन्ज्ड 5 schools till I was grade 12. Okay let me very very honest हैन. अब के भन्दा क्लास 4 सम्म जुन स्कुल जतिवटा स्कुलमा पढेँ नि म, ग्रेड 4 सम्म वी ह्याड लाइक अमेजिङ टिचर्स. अझै ग्रेड 1 देखि 4 मा पढेको स्कुल वाज एलिट स्कुल है, where we used to have PE, we used to have music, we used to have dance. So त्यो पनि थियो एकाडेमिक्स त थियो, बट इट वाज लाइक हुन्छ नि साइड टु साइड लगिरहेको थियो कि प्यारलली लगिरहेको थियो अगाडि. So by the time we were class 4, there were so many of us who were good in guitar, so many of us who were actually doing good in classical music, so many kids were singing properly. We even knew how to play the keyboard and sing at the same time. Class 4, mind you, we were in class 4 at that time, right? So त्यसपछि I went to hostel, which is also fun because most of the teachers were like friends, like साथीहरु जस्तै थियो कि. Okay, my turning point came in when I started grade 6. ललितपुरको एउटा एकदमै प्रसिद्ध स्कुल छ, विश्वविख्यात पनि छ, भारतको पनि धेरै ठाउँमा त्यो स्कुल छ हैन. त्यो नामको स्कुल छ हैन, स्कुलको नाम चाहिँ नभनौँ तर नो ब्रो it was very starts with a D. Okay, let's just put it at that. It starts with a D. Okay. So let's put it there. So what happened was it was very toxic. The whole school environment was very toxic. Even as we discussed earlier, our podcast where I really wanted to MC, but the teacher was like, no, because you don't study well, I will not let you MC. Right. So the whole idea of what our growing years should have been like, encourage you're good at this, go ahead on this one. It was like, complex feel garaidini. So that was very toxic. So especially when I joined grade 11 12, that was when I understood, okay, I am finally back to where I started this life, and we're talking about ACE year, right? So especially 6 years of my life I was at ACE, and that was like a really good way to express myself, and as well as I learned what my strengths were as a whole, as schooling as a whole. This was not the end, because I as a person was like, okay, fine, I am done. After bachelor's I will not study, I'll do something else on my own by myself. And then I had this dissonance. It was in 2016 where I saw a lot of kids who were way junior than me passing their masters, but I was like, here, you're the same level, man. Like, past 2 years, now what about it? And then after that, when I went for my masters, this position, it was a more eye-opening how do I put it, experience for me, where well, professors were very helpful. At the same time, when I graduated, 2 of my professors sent me a very long email saying that they're very proud of me and it was glad to have shared that class experience with you. And and that was the time when I was like, look, I want to be like these guys. I want to be like these guys. I want to be a person who will be there for people and who will also remind them that, okay, we're all a community and we have to support each other. Khali legacy पनि आयो अनि त्यही legacy को कुराले गर्दा सुरु चाहिँ कहाँबाट भयो भने so the only place I wanted to teach, I'm being very honest, was somewhere that I studied at. So I went on saying, okay, I was just leaving my CVs, okay, let's do this said education places. And out of the blue, when I was at your former workplace, I met someone and then they were like, bro, we need teaser. I was like, hey, I am teaser, I can tease. It's like, bro, do you want to tease? I say yes. And then whatever transpired after that is like, is what brought me into teaching, to be very honest. What about Amul?
The person that asked you to teach there also asked you
yeah. That's cool, right?
Yes,
so
yes. I've met that person as well, who asked you guys. So yeah, small world.
Your
very, very small world. What about you? I still remember when we were in the presenters club. No, you were like on a mother. I want to be a set teacher who changed my life on a planet. So is that the sole reason, or are there any more reasons? Please elaborate, such.
Yes, bro. So I think the hitting point was that personally, my life was saying, so just like your basic school, I think middle school, there were very some good teachers and nice teachers, genuine, like really. Indra ma'am, I'll take some names. Indra ma'am, English teacher, Sushma ma'am, so like read books for me. I'm saying that we really motivate. I would like to thank my whole school as a in management point of view. Class 10 SLC overhyped stupid thing, but anyways, so हाम्रो स्कुलले चाहिँ अरु स्कुल जस्तो गरेन के राति 8 बजेसम्म बसाएर पढाउने ट्युसन गराउने बिहान 6 बजे बोलाउँछ नि त सो आई हैव सीन दोज हुन्छ अरु पनि थियो के साइड साइडमा अरु स्कुलहरु हाम्रो जस्तो गरेन के स्कुल सकिन्छ 4 बजे अर्को 1 घण्टा एक्स्ट्रा अप्सनल म्याथ को लागि क्लास हुन्थ्यो एन्ड देन यु गो होम हैन सो अनि द वे दे अप्रोच इट हुन्छ नि त्यो बेलान दिएर 80% ल्याउनै पर्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ अब आएर चाहिँ रियल हुन्छ आई थिंक that added a lot of value in me how I approach my students as well हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा फ्रीडम दिएर त्यो एउटा नन प्रेसर अफ मार्क्स दिएर यस इट वाज इम्पोर्टेन्ट मार्क्स इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट इन सर्टन वे हैन तर त्यो प्रेसर थिएन के लाइक मार्क्स इज एभ्रिथिङ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ एन्ड आई रियली अब एज म बिलिभ हुन्छ कि चाहिँ दैट हेल्प मी अ लट इन माई ग्रोइङ इयर्स एज वेल हैन अनि सेकेन्डरी कुरा आई थिंक जुन आयुषले भन्यो हाम्रो मार्केटिङ टिचर टेक इज नेम प्रशान्त मानदले चाहिँ हुन्छ नि यु शुड टिच अस मार्केटिङ एज वेल अनि हाम्रो क्लासमा वी formed this group called presenters club right Ayush so I'm चाहिँ के गर्थ्यो भने after college we used to gather around and give presentations एकअर्कालाई प्रेजेन्ट दिन्थ्यो हैन एकअर्कालाई चाहिँ कहाँ मिस्टेक भयो so that is how we grew जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई त्यो बेला and that added a lot of value in our lives त्यहाँबाट we formed a big company storytellers त्यहीबाट सुरु भयो हैन so त्यो बेला चाहिँ के रियलाइज भयो भने चाहिँ a teacher can have that impact in someone's life हैन त्यो बेला it not might be his हुन्छ नि कन्सियस एफर्ट कि आइ एम गोना चेन्ज माई स्टुडेन्ट्स लाइफ भन्ने थिएन होला हैन राइट बट हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा जेन्युइननेस हुन्छ नि त्यो आफ्टर बिकज ही ह्याड उसले गर्नु पनि जरुरत थिएन नि त आफ्नो कलेज पनि हुन्छ एक्ज्याक्टली वी युज्ड टु स्टे ब्याक टिल 11 इन द नाइट आइस राइट हाम्रो गार्ड दाइले अब चाहिँ घर जाउँ भन्थ्यो हामीलाई दुई तीन चढी त हामीलाई हैन सो आई थिंक दैट अनि सुरुको फर्स्ट 2 इयर्स चाहिँ मलाई के फिल हुन्थ्यो भने चाहिँ आई विल नट बी अ टिचर बिकज आई वान्ट बी एबल टु एक्सप्लेन टु पिपल हैन मलाई एक्सप्लेन गर्ने मलाई त्यो छैन मलाई बुझ्न आउँदैन भन्ने हुन्थ्यो तर आई थिंक दैट इज द सेकेन्डरी पार्ट बुझ्न नआउने शुड नट बी अ बिगर स्किल्स लाग्छ
एक्ज्याक्टली
intent and the intent to be with students and like interaction is important so yeah man so that is how that propelled me to into teaching and being an educator
cool very cool
so Sunny, are you Sunny, like just to summarize your part मान्छेले भन्यो हैन I think last ma आएर टिचरको धेरै नै इम्पोर्टेन्स रहेछ. Can we tell that? Say that. तिमीलाई के लाग्छ यो कुरामा?
टिचरको इम्पोर्टेन्स.
Yeah. In टिचरको इम्पोर्टेन्स in growing years के, because तिम्रो 24 घण्टाको दिनमा हैन 8 hours you'll be in school, right? बाकीको 5-6 घण्टा मात्रै घर आउँछ किनभने अरु you'll be sleeping. हैन, so I think anyways अमानिस भन्नु
एकदमै नै हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो बिकज कहिलेकाहीँ पेरेन्ट्ससँग कुरा गर्न नमिल्ने कुराहरू पनि आई थिङ्क हामी टिचरसँग कुरा गरिरहेको हुन्छ कि लाइक सपोज टिचरले if I am having a fight with my friendsहरू होला not my parents but the teacher will come and like हुन्छ नि negotiate between us अनि हाम्रो फ्रेन्डसिप गराउने फेरि चाहिँ टिचर नै हुन्छ कि सो अनि like they are shaping us to do something हुन्छ नि अब I used to try writing poemsहरू हैन but I could not write के अनि two of my teachers I think account teacher हुनुहुन्थ्यो होला they came class को अगाडि they criticized me केमा problem भयो अनि त्यसपछि criticize गर्नुभयो लास्टमा चाहिँ हैन like you know what दुईजनाले different time मा आएर you know what I think you will do better just go on practicing तर यो मिस्टेक चाहिँ यो छ है भनेर मजाले भन्नुभयो नि like मलाई फेरि गर्दाखेरि अनि म I write things के अनि मैले पोएम लेख्दिनँ because I'm bad at it but I can write other things so the teacherहरूले नभन्दा भए I could be writing the trying and never getting to the point के so the push that they give sometimes कहिलेकाहीँ the reality that they show us sometimes त्यो त्यसले एकदमै सेभ गर्छ जस्तो लाग्यो क्या
yeah it does
so now let's go to the elephant in the room हैन the biggest elephant in the room about हामीले पनि बदमासी गर्यौं हाम्रो स्टुडेन्ट लाइफमा हैन at the same time अहिलेको बच्चाहरुले पनि बदमासी गर्छन् तर त्यो अहिलेको जेनेरेसन र हाम्रो जेनेरेसनको differences what have you perceived what have us as a whole perceived I think Amul should go first अहिले चाहिँ what do you think current generation र हाम्रो जेनेरेसनमा त्यो differences कस्तो लाग्छ तिमीलाई
man we sound so old when you say that bro हामी यस्तो जुन अहिले हामी कुरा गरेका थियौं नि how teacher impact our lives and यस्तो कुराहरु ठ्याक्कै रियलाइज भयो कि लाइक डु दे थिंक लाइक दैट भन्ने कुरा हुन्छ नि अहिलेको स्टुडेन्टहरु के अहिलेको स्टुडेन्टहरुले यसरी सोच्छ होला त भन्ने कुरा इट डिपेन्ड्स अपन हुन्छ नि तिमी कुन लेभललाई पढाइरा छौ प्लस 2 लाई पढाउनु इज डिफरेन्ट बल गेम हुन्छ नि स्कुललाई पढाउनु इज डिफरेन्ट बल गेम ब्याचलर्समा अहिले त आई थिंक जुन एकदम मलाई यो अलि हिट हुने क्वेशन चाहिँ जुन अब हाम्रो जेनेरेसन यो जेनेरेसन भन्यो नि हामीभन्दाको 3-4 वर्ष त सानो हो नि यार जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई पर्सनली म पढाउने स्टुडेन्ट्सहरु ब्याचलर्सहरु हैन मको 3-4 वर्ष नभनौं 5 वर्ष 5 वर्ष नै जेनेरेसन ग्याप भइसक्यो भने क्या पहिला त हुन्छ नि जब हामी पढ्दा हुन्थ्यो हुन्छ नि हामीभन्दा भन्दा अझै धेरै ग्याप हुन्छ लाग्छ मलाई हाम्रो टिचर र हाम्रोमा बीचमा हैन द्याट मेबी 10 इयर्स वाज द जेनेरेसन ग्याप अहिले चाहिँ 5 इयर्स नै त्यो जेनेरेसन ग्याप भइसक्यो अहिले त I think अनि lot has to do with what they are consuming around okay and I think that changes a lot social media नै हेरौँ न यार हैन आइश like पहिला स्कुलमा के हुन्थ्यो भने मलाई एकदम हिट हुने कुरा यो कुरा चाहिँ स्कुल हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ एक्चुअली स्कुल हाम्रो स्कुलको प्रिन्सिपल हुन्छ नि अथवा त्यो होस्टेल हेर्ने कोअर्डिनेटरले चाहिँ दे आस्क द प्यारेन्ट्स हैन the parents not to give more than 80 amount of money to the children हैन किनभने एउटा सेट अफ स्टुडेन्ट्स हुन्छ नि जसमा अलिकति फाइनान्शियल गाह्रो हुन्छ हैन फाइनान्शियल गाह्रो हुन्छ अर्को सेट अफ स्टुडेन्ट्स जसमा पैसा हुन्छ अनि when they see the comparison अनि प्रेसर हुन्छ प्यारेन्ट्सलाई इनडाइरेक्टली यस्तो कुरा आई थिंक बिकज सोशल मिडिया वाज नट देयर त्यो बेला लिमिट गर्न वाज भेरी इजी के कम्पेयर गर्नलाई अहिले फ्रम स्कुल फेसबुकमा हेर यसको एउटा बाइक छ उसको त्यो बाइक छ उसको यो गाडी छ हैन कम्प्यारिजन हुन्छ अनि देयर इज अ डिफरेन्ट थट प्रोसेस गोइङ अन कि एजुकेसन इज नट इम्पोर्टेन्ट रहेछ के लास्टमा आएर पैसा कमाउने हो बाइक किन्ने हो आई वान्ट द्याट लाइफ हुन्छ नि आई वान्ट द्याट कार आई थिंक द्याट इज वे अलिकति ब्रो हुन्छ नि I think अलिको generation I think they compare a lot and they need that instant gratification okay instant fame instant Instagram likes ma like personally bro I think what do you think and what do you guys think
I think Manasbi should go first because she's seen more first hand experiences on this front that's it
I think every generation will feel that the next generation they teach is different from them
definitely
so एज फ्याक्टरले होला टेक्नोलोजिसले होला अनि त्यो मोडर्नाइजेसनले होला द थिङ्स विल कन्स्टेन्टली चेन्ज कि त्यो चेन्जले गर्दाखेरि विल ड्रिफ्टेड अपार्ट होइन तर द थिङ इज हामीले पनि मिस्टेक्स नगरे होइन अनि आई थिङ्क के बुझ्छु भन्दाखेरि लाइक त्यो टेक्नोलोजी नभइदिएको भए द मिस्टेक्स द्याट दे आर डुइङ एन्ड द मिस्टेक्स द्याट वी डिड माइट बी सेम हो कि सेम लेभलमा मेजर गर्न सक्छ कि जस्तो लाग्छ त्यसले गर्दा पनि sometimes I tend to forgive them because कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि एज अ स्टुडेन्ट त्यो 50 मिनटको लेक्चर बस्दाखेरि we could not concentrate होइन लाइक हामी पनि कन्सन्ट्रेट गर्न त्यो स्टुडेन्टलाई पनि हामीले लाइक एक्सेप्टै गर्न सक्दैन कि दे सुड कन्सन्ट्रेट अटेन्टिभ होस् भनेर के अनि कस्तो आई थिङ्क त्यसले गर्दाखेरि पनि समटाइम्स मैले चाहिँ लाइक त्यो ग्याप केमा देख्छु भन्दाखेरि हामी अलिकति मच्योरिटीले गर्दाखेरि त्यो मच्योरिटीको चाहिँ ग्याप हो कि जस्तो लाग्छ है कहिलेकाहीँ बिकज वी हैव सीन थिङ्स अनि
मेक सेन्स
mistake that we did and we want to like ask them not to do this just like our टिचरहरूले गर्नु and I think it's the generation gap I बस्छ अनि it's a very big factor right but the thing is त्यो maturity एजिङले गर्दाखेरि एक्सपिरियन्सले गर्दाखेरि हामीले ग्रेटर लर्निङ दियो जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई त्यसले गर्दाखेरि that's a
मेक सेन्स तिमी भनेको नि त्यही एकदमै ठिक लाइन कुरा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि म पनि प्लस 2 जब हुन्छ नि जब मेरो प्लस एसएलसी पास भयो नि आई वाज रियली होपिङ कि मेरो ड्याडीले मलाई बाइक किनिदिन्छ हुन्छ नि म ठुस्स भएर बस्थेँ क्या म होइन घर बाहिर यसै ठुस्स परेर बस्थेँ होइन लाइक इन होप के हुन्छ नि माई ड्याड विल अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड मी हुन्छ नि म बाइक किनिदिन्छ होला बिकज अब त्यही थियो हामीलाई त्यही नै हो सो या इट डज मेक सेन्स अ लट अब तर त्यही लर्निङ आई थिङ्क या त्यो कुरामा चाहिँ लर्निङ वाइजमा क्या आई थिङ्क लर्निङ वाइजमा चाहिँ त्यो पेसेन्सले जुन अति भन्नु भएको अटेन्सन स्प्यान लर्निङ वाइजमा चाहिँ आई थिङ्क लर्निङ भने एकदमै टाइम लङ प्रोसेस हो नि त अनि त्यो क्विक रिजल्ट्सको एउटा एक्सपेक्टेसनले गर्दा चाहिँ लर्निङमा खासै धेरै मतलब गर्दैन जस्तो लाग्छ भन्ने कुरा हो मलाई चाहिँ लाग्ने पर्सनली
Cool. I see so much difference and at the same time I don't see any difference at all. It's weird coming from me because my colleagues right now, half of them are my teachers, half of them are the people who taught me, right? अनि यसमा धेरै डिस्कोर्स हुन्छ क्या हाम्रो टिचर्स लाउन्जमा actually it's called staff room but I renamed it to teachers lounge because teachers lounge sounds more comforting. So
yes,
we always have a discourse on हुन्छ नि about I mean we have a discourse के मलाई जो पढाउनु पको टिचर हुनुहुन्थ्यो उहाँले यस्तो कुरा ल्याउनु हुन्छ नि मैले चाहिँ के भन्छु भने because as even Manasbi and I we to a certain time हामी सँगै हुन्छौँ नि त टिचर्स लाउन्जमा त्यो हुँदा चाहिँ we have so many discourse we understand their point of view they are kind of reluctant to understand our point of view कतिपय टाइममा I think that's something that we can understand तर यहाँ के हो भने because especially for high schoolers I feel like generation को धेरै gap भए पनि उहाँलाई difficult भएको हो कि because they have taught my generation at the same school before right जबकि that means like I'm teaching in the same school now भनेपछि so there's the big difference between generation there's already like 4 generations basically हैन 5 years of difference भने 4 generations basically अब त्यो हुँदा चाहिँ what I see is for kids right now they are also there they also understand what we're trying to say they're just tired and fed up of rote learning everything that's on the book so most of the time what I do is I have class discussions I have group discussions I separate them into groups why because it's easier for me not for them for me why because they're like 40 students for 40 jana so for God's sake I can't be standing in the middle shouting at them hey listen to me guys it's not going to work that way so what my process is like look this is there look at that I'll come to you and I'll talk about this things to you unihharuko style ma why because every classroom has that toppers gang has that understanding but huncha ni arrogant gang has that super arrogant gang and has that super duper hero gang super duper dumb guys but like super duper like hami hero ho khali gang right so if they listen to this I'll be very happy by the way so the thing here is the approach is different गर्नु पर्छ के एउटा क्लासरुम भित्र गएपछि as a teacher right?
Definitely.
पहिला चाहिँ के थियो भने
Definitely.
पहिला चाहिँ के थियो भने एज स्कुलिङबाटै हामी कलेजमा जाँदा के थियो भने वी अलवेज ह्याड दिस सेट आइडिया कि हुन्छ नि okay fine, this is how we have to go ahead, we have to keep quiet खाली थियो हैन अहिले slowly changing, and I think teachers also, educators also need to understand that bit. On that note, okay, time धेरै छ हामीसँग, so final question.
I sense any
yeah, man.
last question यो कुरामा है, because I think तिमीहरुको एकदम ठीक लाग्यो, because we're talking about students यस्तो छ उस्तो छ भन्ने कुरामा हिसाबमा हैन, हाम्रो जेनेरेसन स्टुडेन्ट यस्तो थियो, हामी चाहिँ यस्तो थिएन भन्ने हिसाबमा I think तिमीले भनेको कुरा, just to add on that, I think teacher को पनि धेरै इम्पोर्टेन्स हुन्छ के to adapt के, because this is the life it's gonna be.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
त्यो एउटा understanding the adaptability हुन्छ नि, मान्छेको attention span, social media is gonna like go again, त्यो घट्ने कुरा के होला छैन हैन. So I think हामीभन्दा अलिक senior teacher they need to understand they have to adapt. Because student त त्यही प्रोसेसबाट आइरहेको हुन्छ नि त, स्कुलिङदेखि लिएर उनीहरुको त्यही नै हुन्छ, त्यही खाली नै इन्भाइरोमेन्ट हुन्छ. That is not going to change. And उनीहरुको त्यो growth mindset नै त्यही हुन्छ. And for teacher to like to be good students, they have to adapt and unlearn and do that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. On that note, we finished this part of the episode. I think we'll continue in the next episode that we'll record. You know what? Let's do that because right now I don't think we'll cover up the latter part. So episode number 22. What brought us into teaching? The differences between our generation and theirs. Next episode is going to be fixed versus growth mindset and what next. Okay. All right, guys. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Manasbi. No. Okay, cool. Poli better. Poli ho.
Bro.